I'm Mike Will. I would describe myself as an artist. I would say I make grown folk music.
Bro! Mike Will, you know what it is, man. CEO business, this. Boss shit. Run things. Yo.
I always loved music. Growing up, listening to music, almost, growing up in a Christian household, mother was very, very strict, so we couldn't really listen to, she ain't listening to 97.9 or 102, we ain't MTV, BET, none of that. So when I would get some of that, I just fell in love with it and I wanted it more and more. And I feel like just me being a natural writer and I just enjoy the cadences, the different creativity, the ability to talk and touch on whatever. I just love making music. I feel like it's still with me, and I feel like it's time to express that instead of continuing to hold it in.
Hold up.
I started music, I feel like I always would freestyle, especially growing up in H-Town, Texas. That's what we do out here. And I could see then, or even in other people's reactions, or just what I would hear. And even hear myself sometimes, I would honestly surprise myself. I think it started then. I think I started getting more serious writing a little bit after high school and start putting stuff together. And I just always wrote. And even if I would record it, I would just keep the music to myself, sensitive about my shit. So I would just hold it and not release it, and yeah, man. But just going through it and being around that mix and having the resources and real relationships with people that's actually living and doing that full time, I always was presented with opportunities and I took advantage of them. So I got to rub shoulders and be around all kind of people that inspired me, that I aspired to be like, or be in similar situations with my own twist. I've done numerous songs, and seen a bunch of different ways I could package an album or music together. But I've not ever just really pushed or put anything out.
Let's talk about it.
Yo. Mike Will, nigga.
Hey. Captain in the building one time. Sensei in dead. Yeah.
So just where I'm at now, and the current state of music, hip hop specifically, the genre is going. I wanted to, do something different, do something that's been missing, add that missing ingredient. I wanted to do something vintage, just make songs, man, just good ride music, all 5 songs, completely different feels, and I wanted to show really my range with this EP. So we got, something for everybody, something for you riding with your lady, or vice versa, late night, you want to hear some Bobby, throw on Player. You want to hear something inspirational, you throw on It's Alright. You want to hear something, I wanted to touch base with my roots. I went and recruited my man Kiki and Big Pokey, throwing Bumpy and Grill. We got Like This. I also went and got another legend I grew up on for the intro, my man Papa Root.
If you really want to live to see another day, tell him put it.
I'm saying I went and got vintage artists for the features as well. We had a lot of additional help. My man Golden Child, my kinfolk Rico, he on there, man. I work with my man Jason Walker, he's singing on Player. Oh Easy, he's singing on This Alright. Eric Rashad, he produced basically the whole EP. He worked with a whole bunch. He's super, super talented producer, man. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about this and to get this out there. My first EP, 5 songs. Vintage, the vintage. I chose that title because I feel like the music has a vintage feel. I feel like the songs are vintage. I went and got vintage artists. I feel like it was very, very, very fitting. I feel like almost in a sense it was a way for me to vent, essentially. Like I feel like just to play on words. So I just feel like vintage. I just feel like it embodied everything about this, like the sound, sonically, quality, artist, feel, everything. It really gave a vintage feel, so I ran with vintage. Even the artwork for it, you know. Shout out my brother, 2DP, 713 live on location as usual, you know what I'm saying? He cooked up, you know, as always, and whipped that up, and, you know, everything is just vintage, you know what I'm saying? So we went with vintage. I love to anybody know, I think that's how my relationships expand too, because I actually love to see people win, especially my people. Like if somebody tell me they're gonna create a rocket, like I'm gonna cheer you on. Like I don't see nothing, I'm gonna be there to encourage you and push you. And I feel like I've always supported it, kind of being, you know, in the background, in the shadows, but really right there. And you know, even when I was getting pushed to do stuff by other people or people who was aware of what's in me, and I always kind of shied away from that. But now I do feel like it's my turn.